So apparently, Kenny was in his group chats calling Janae all types of nigga, all types of nigga monkey bitch.
Was he showing feet?
He was in the racial chat showing feet.
Women were charged to tax a percentage of their earnings for working the games. He was running it like a strip joint.
You have some nerve to be taxing these women.
I'm listening to all these conservatives and a lot of just white people in general, and white people are media illiterate. Like, no, dead ass. Like, they do not understand media.
She said, I herald your beginning. I herald your end. I was like, period.
Bro, and Umar, you suck, bro. You really do, bro. You a bad example. You do a lot of the jazz. You talk a lot of the good shit. But at the end of the day, there is no substance, and it's just about you. What's there to gather? What is there to gain from it? It's just going to be another Umar who's going to snake them out, who's going to take their money and use their hope as fuel for their pockets to continue to grow.
Yo.
Yeah, right?
What?
Monster.
How did you not mention this monstrosity of a forehead that he got? This got a billboard.
Colin Cowherd, the guy who owned the volume, Shannon was. I still feel like he has something to do with this in my heart of hearts.
Somebody had something to do with it.
But
it was Busby.
People who he's able to help, like, that don't matter to you. Like, you knew Rashad McCants was dusty. You picked him up off the LA Fitness.
Why is Rashad catching strays right now?
Because Rashad would tell you his ass was dusty before Gilbert saved his ass. Oh, he's hiding his nature from you? That's not a gay kid trying to show his parents he's queer? That's what he said.
Yes, but he was trying to hide his godliness. And it came out that he was missing for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then
his mama then came out and said, he ain't missing.
He's right here.
Y'all over here listening to a nigga huffing up plastic smoke all day in the fucking backyard. And then started fires in the backyard and burnt himself and shit. This nigga is not Dexter's Laboratory.
Alandria is a goddess. Gorgeous. Face on 10. Body on 100. Waist disappeared. We need to put out a missing persons report or whatever for her waist, because where is it? We have no idea.
That fat got it. That fat got her waist. Except that you are trying to be one of the most influential female figures of the 21st century. It's going to come with people talking about you, Angel. I'm sorry.
Don't yell at her.
All I'm saying is it's hard to compete with a who won a Heisman and an NFL MVP and look you dead in your eyes and say, we can't relate.
Your whole life is revolved around talking about other people's lives.
What the fuck do you think your ass is doing on that podcast now?
This podcast is sponsored by Graffiti Tax Services. For all your tax preparation needs, you can go to graffititax.com. We're going to put the link right here. It should be somewhere. And yeah, you can head to them during tax season. And if you have any financial or tax preparation questions, head to Graffiti Tax Services. They're our new sponsor. Thank you to Graffiti Tax Preparation Services. That's it. Woo.
Let's go.
Let me, yeah.
Technology is over there. All right, if you cannot tell, it is our 100th episode.
Prosecco slushy.
Shout out to the Talk FNF team, which consists of us two.
It's us. It's shout out to us. To us. Where's this look at? To us.
And maybe hundreds and hundreds more.
Yes.
And it's so crazy that, like, coming into our 100th episode, we have, like, the wildest story that happened.
Yo, there's never a dull moment for
at all, ever. It's never
in this household with the women.
I feel like I should tell it first because I wasn't, like, directly in there, and then you can kind of just tell what's going on at the exact moment. Mm-hmm. So I'm in my office doing some work or whatever, and I put a call on hold, and I'm checking something, and next thing I hear is, Fred! I'm like, I'm like, yo, I know I flushed the toilet. I'm like, there's nothing that could be this serious right now that could be going on at 9.
I don't know why he would think that.
9 in the morning, 10 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? So I get up. I hear again, Fred, she's coming through the roof. I said, coming through the roof? I jet into the room. I get in, and I see her mom hanging from our roof.
From the ceiling.
From the ceiling. In our bedroom.
In our bedroom.
Feet just a dangling. So tell me what was going on your end. What was going on? Because you was asleep, right?
No, I was laying in my bed. I was watching Scandal probably. And then my mom she's a busybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Like definition of a busybody.
Belinda the Builder.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm laying in bed and then I hear a bunch of rustling and then I see a bunch of insulation come down on the floor. I'm looking on the floor. I look up. My mom's legs, thighs, and ass are fully in my bedroom. And then also, like, it's a huge hole. And then I'll send him the video. So I don't know. I'll ask her if we could put the video. If she says yes, then it'll be here. But, yeah, so I see her, and she's like, the beams are close together. She's holding
like
on
she's
to
chicken
the beams.
winging it.
Yeah, her rib, she's like here, hanging out. The rest of her body is in my room. I'm like, oh my God, I'm bad under pressure, guys. I don't know if you knew this about me, but not great under pressure. So I try to push her from the bottom. I'm not strong enough, nor do I have the height to even do that. So I was like, oh my God. She was like, go get Frederick. So I ran. And it's a long home. I ran the 3 miles across the house to get to his office, and I was like, Frederick!
Well, you didn't run that car because I heard you before you even called.
Yeah, so we met like in the middle, and then I was like, she's coming through the roof. I mean, through the
ceiling.
The ceiling, and then he was like, what? I was like, just follow me.
See, and I was thinking. She'd already fell through. When you say falling through, I'm thinking she on the ground, laid out.
I couldn't explain because I was panicking.
Yeah, I thought it was over with. Like I'm thinking, oh man, this is about to be a bad Tuesday.
Yeah,
I think it was Monday or Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Monday.
Yeah,
it's a bad Monday.
She be doing too damn much. So she was in the attic trying to fix something. The attic is drywall. You're not supposed to it's not load bearing walls and floor. Like you're not supposed to be up there busybodying it up. So then Frederick runs up to the attic and pulls her through, and that's when I got the little video I got.
Oh man,
she's fine. She's completely fine.
Yeah, my little baby was a mess.
Yeah,
she was crying. She was tore up.
Yeah, I don't even know why I was crying. I was just overwhelmed and emotional, and I was crying a little bit. And then after that, I took a video on my story. And I was crying, laughing. I was like hysterically laughing. It was so funny.
You can laugh about it now that she's okay.
She's completely fine. She was like, first of all, after you got her, she was like, I think I broke my rib. I was like, you didn't break your rib.
I mean, I don't know how hard she fell. So
if you broke a rib, like you wouldn't be able to fucking tell us that you just broke a rib. You'd be out of breath probably.
After her adrenaline wore off, she was a little sore though.
She was sore.
She was out the game.
She was back in the other attic the next morning. We got 2 attics.
Yeah, but
the other attic is load bearing. You can walk around in there, so it's fine.
It has to be. How much stuff is up there? But no, I was my dad just came through. He helped me out, and we was able to get a new ceiling for us. So now we're back.
Shout out to the proctor, man. It was fixed in like less than 48 hours.
So we had to just get that done. We were straight though. Everything was back to normal. We was able to do what we had to do. I think it was a Saturday this happened.
I don't even remember what day it was. I would have to check.
Either a Wednesday or a Saturday, one of the two. It couldn't have been Wednesday because we would have talked about it last week.
It was Saturday.
Okay. But just want to say, man, 100 episodes, it's a feat. A lot of people, it's hard to get reached to. Being as consistent, and I just want to take this moment just early on in the show just to thank you for your consistency. I know it hasn't always been the easiest.
I'm not a consistent person.
Yeah, we've had to bicker about shows, different things like that. And just to, go through everything we've gone through together, I appreciate that you stuck it out with me. And you've helped a lot of the ideas and dreams that I've aspired to, I make more. And even to the point I forgot to turn the lights on. All right, we're back. And I just want to say this. I'm so thankful for you as just a wife, a partner, podcast host. I couldn't ask for anybody better.
Yeah, and I don't think I've said this on the show over and over again. Like, we wouldn't be here with a whole 100 episodes if it wasn't for Frederick. Like, he is literally the backbone of this entire operation, the brains, and puts all the blood, sweat, and tears into it. And he allows me to just show up and be pretty and talk my shit. And then that's all I got to do for real. So I love you very much, honey bun.
I love you too, baby. You are now listening to the 100th episode of Talk FNF TV. I am Absurd Rhetoric, and I'm with my lovely and amazing and gorgeous co-host, Miss Farrah.
Hi, guys.
We're back to bring another installment. I've said this before on the show, and I'll say it again. Gilbert Arenas wants to be Joe Budden so much now, he's teaming up with Israeli criminals.
That was a choice that you made.
I'm just saying, he's just trying to copy the model. It's plain and simple. So if you're not aware, Gilbert Arenas, the former Washington Wizard, NBA All-Star guard, has been arrested under federal gambling charges.
He walked into the bedroom today and said the craziest sentence that I did not expect him to say. He was like, Gilbert Arenas was arrested with Israeli gang members. I was like, what?
Yes.
What was he doing there? What was he doing with them? And then he explained, and I was like, all right, that sounds...
So I'm going to go into it. But again, this is on the justice.gov website.
This is legit. This man is in jail and he's staying there.
All right. So right now, Gilbert Arenas was arrested on a federal indictment alleging that he operated an illegal gambling business which high-stake poker games were played at his Encinto mansion. So this is the mansion that, if you're not familiar, he does his show out of. That will be important in just a moment. So this is crazy. So they named the people who were involved. It was Gilbert, of course, and then there were some other people. So it was another man. His name was like Yervin Gershaman. They called him like Jiro.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a suspected organized crime figure from Israel. Essentially an Israeli crime boss.
Like, what, Gilbert, what have you gotten yourself into?
So then he has another few guys, craziest names in the world. Okay, like Evgeny Toreski of Tarzana, Alan of Australia. These are all 52-year-olds, like 48-year-olds, like old men.
Yeah.
West Hills, I guess where he's from. Then there's one dude's like 27. His name is YC. You know he was the
overachiever. Young overachiever over here.
And then Evgeny Krakshan. I think so. I don't know. Sorry if I said that wrong. Whatever. But all these individuals essentially have been charged with operating conspiracy to operate a gambling business and operate a gambling business. So conspiracy to operate and one kind of operate. So they've all been charged with that. Gilbert also is charged with lying to a federal agent. So this has been an ongoing investigation. This has been going from some time now. So they did outline a few things in regards to it because they have an unsealed document that part of the indictment, which said indictment returned 15 from September 2021 to July 2022. So essentially about 3 years ago. So 3 or 4 years ago, they were operating an illegal gambling business in which he rented out his home to people. They would come in and Gilbert would basically get a percentage of the pot of everything. So like hypothetically, if they had a cover, he would get a percentage of that. For every bet and every gambling, he would get percentage of that. Like this was
making bank.
A real deal, legit operation.
Yeah.
So the game that they were pretty much playing is called Pot Limit Omaha. It's like a 4-card game. And that was just one of the many illegal games that they were playing. That was the one that the article did outline. Also, I thought this was interesting. So the Israeli would hire young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players.
Escorts.
The women were charged to tax a percentage of their earnings for working the games. He was running it like a strip joint.
You have some nerve to be taxing these women. I hope it was one of them that snitched.
They had chefs.
And got you caught.
Baby. They had chefs, valets, armed security
Of course, this was a luxurious criminal enterprise.
Like, this was insane.
It sounds like.
They had chip runners and all of that. So again, back to the Israeli guy. So just to kind of get an idea of some of the stuff that he has been involved in. So he's had additional 3 counts of conspiracy to commit marriage fraud, and making false statements on an immigration document. This was
so he came here to get bitches.
They say he conspired with someone else in a sham marriage for the purposes of obtaining permanent legal status in the United States and lied to immigration authorities to procure legal status for him, which provided financial support for his other person and in exchange for her participation in the sham marriage. So, like, he was out here finessing. And again, criminal Israeli gang. If you know anything about organized crime in other countries, they always are tied to one thing. Even organized crime in this country, intelligence. So we are.
What are you trying to insinuate?
We are potentially. I don't think we understand. People are really understanding the magnifying glass this should be put under for Gilbert Arenas. Like, this is some serious stuff.
Of course, it's a gang.
Not even just the gang thing. I'm talking about what he could have been assisting to finance. What could that money have been going to? What if a percentage of that money is going to their illegal operation so that they can hurt more people in Palestine or send, have more money for bombs and weaponry, things of that nature? Like, just imagine what those things go to. Because that's why we do it. We do it to fund organizations and stuff that we can't do on the books.
It depends on how much money was floating around in this.
They playing high stakes gambling. You having, again, all of these concessions and stuff. Like, you got to imagine it's millions of dollars. And he was doing this for almost a year.
And he only got to do it for a year and you already got caught, nigga. Like, that's how you know you shouldn't be doing crime. You're not good at it.
I don't know if it necessarily stopped. They were just noting that was the time in which that their investigation came through. So that's when they were saying that's when there was, at least they know of it being operated. So I want to kind of get into why this is really bad and what this also kind of does for Gilbert Arenas over the last few months. So if you haven't been paying attention to him, we've talked to him. A lot of stuff is
talked about him.
Yeah, we talked about him. And a lot of stuff kind of weird, you could say, crazy accidents that's been happening. You kind of got to think about it now. Is
it connected to, like, these people being dissatisfied with something he did?
So when he was just on ESPN where he did, First Take and stuff like that. So he was away from his show a little bit. But his son recently got into an accident with his Tesla. Now that just comes up. That's just what else could be going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, was it really just him sleeping or fall asleep at the wheel or whatever? Was it really that was going on?
Or did a secret agent slip something into his drink before he got into his car, causing him to get into that accident?
Or it's an electric car. How we know they don't have something to take control of it?
Now that's even bigger because Tesla's being hacked is a completely different conversation.
Talking about a person from the same countries that put them bombs in them beepers.
I think putting bombs in beepers takes a little bit less intelligence than hacking a Tesla. I would hope.
You're giving Elon too much credit. Also,
I would hope.
His son just announced that he had a knee injury, which was like his meniscus tear, which potentially he could be out for the entire season. Now, am I thinking, did he know he was under investigation for this illegal gambling and didn't want his son name to be mirrored and all that while he was playing for USC this year?
So he would. What are you saying? That he made his son
No, it's just
lie?
Maybe an injury that's not as serious as, because the meniscus people have come back from fairly quick. Yeah. Could this be just, hey, we're just going to sit you out because we know there's about to be a lot of noise around your dad's name and we don't want that to affect you in your draft stock coming into next year when we go into the next summer?
Wouldn't him not playing for a whole season and having a injury like that affect his draft stock regardless?
It can, unless you're someone of his size and metrics who can kind of show those attributes in camps and things of that nature in between. And since he's already so highly touted, it can assist him where he may not be a top 10 pick or whatever he could have been. He might be lower of the lottery, but that's still good because now he's going to a team that's potentially maybe a lot better. He's also going to be in an organization who could potentially find a place for him a lot faster. Like, it can see where it can work because Gilbert is the type of guy who obviously likes to play risky business.
Mm-hmm.
So I can understand where he's just like, hey, I don't want that to be every time you play, every time you do an interview, they start bringing up this questions about you because I know this investigation is happening. Like if he lied to a federal agent, that means they talked to him and said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And he didn't tell the truth.
Yeah.
And I spoke to. I said that they were doing this in his mansion. If you know anything about Gilbert Arenas' podcast, he also does that in his home.
Yeah.
So the same home that he is working with a legal gambling operation, Underdog, he is also doing illegal gambling operations under that same home. Oh, it's over. It's done.
I didn't think about it that way, but
Like, it's done. Like, this could get really bad. And I feel really bad too about that because he saved a lot of you niggas' lives. Rashad McCants, Brandon Jennings, he got y'all dusty niggas up and on the TV for people. Like, y'all niggas didn't stand a chance.
So
I seen you, Brandon, on I Am Athlete. You was trash on that show.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
My bad. I just feel bad for everybody who's kind of been with the Gills Arena operation because it's been a show that has been fairly successful. Like, really successful.
I want him to get away with it. He's an interesting person, and I like his content.
But my thing is, like, for someone who has done the things that you've done, you know, messed up your draft position, being a dickhead, bringing guns into the locker room, all the misdeeds with your...
Such an interesting guy. Like, he has so many stories to tell.
All the crazy stuff about him and his baby mama and stuff they used to have. It's just, to me, it just seems like at this point in your life, you seem to be winning at every level, and you resort to this? Like, what kind of dude are you in the head? Are you that greedy? You just got married to a young, beautiful girl.
Who he got married to?
Remember them? I think her name starts with an M, but I showed you her before. She got the tattoos and stuff. They was doing all the content together, sitting together. They just got married last year. Mm-hmm. So just all of this going good for you. It's like you have that much greed that you have to put this much on the line every time.
Yes, people be greedy.
That's insane to me. Like, I can't imagine that. Like,
greed is the most dangerous thing in the world, I think.
It definitely is. Because the people who he's able to help, like, that don't matter to you. Like, you knew Rashad McCants was dusty. You picked him up off the LA Fitness.
Why is Rashad catching strays right now?
Because Rashad would tell you his ass was dusty before Gilbert saved his ass. Them niggas wasn't about shit. Mm-hmm. Nobody was talking about what Brandon Jennings and Tough Crowd was doing on a real level anymore. Like, people was really talking about these guys in a manner that probably their careers don't even justify people talking about them. So to see that you putting all your people on the limit, that's just lame, bro. That's poor leadership. That's lame. And
do you think he had a choice?
Ooh, you thinking that they came tapped him on the shoulder?
Maybe.
That's wild.
That's irrational behavior.
Because Gilbert just seemed like a cat to me. He just thought he was in Snowfall, except just with gambling.
No, I personally think that too. Like, this man brought a gun into the locker room. Like, he wants to live a spicier life than what he's living.
And then you like, how can you be a top 1% and just feel like your life isn't going exciting enough? Like, you're just winning after win, potentially, especially in light what we're about to discuss in just a little bit with Shannon Sharpe, having an opportunity to come up to ESPN with that position open and to drop the ball like this.
Yeah, insane. If you need some excitement, go to Dubai and pee on some bitches like the rest of the rich niggas do. Like, what are you doing? What is happening?
I don't know. And I'm trying to tell you, man, if they wake this up, and I don't think they will because, again, it is Israeli. So we probably end up being, Gilbert probably might get a slap on the wrist. They might.
I hope so. He might be getting if he gets the worst punishment
that's either
out
one
of the
ways.
whole group, it's only those two.
Yeah, either going to get away scot-free or
he's going to jail.
Yeah, they're going to give you everything.
Mm-hmm. They're going to throw the book at him.
You can't be the black man in the Israeli group. I'm sorry. Like, it's just they're going to throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. They're going to, but I was going to ask, do you think Gilbert will tell?
I would be in there singing like a songbird.
It wouldn't even took. But see, that's the thing. He lied to them already. So that's the main thing where it's like, I don't know if is he telling? Does he know enough to tell? That could be the messed up part where it's like they not even telling you about, hey, this money is going to funnel militia overseas. We just breaking you off, and now whatever counter-terror option they done did is on you now. Like, we gonna put you on some counter-terrorist list and shit like that because of some BS you doing.
Legally, I don't think he would be linked to that. Like, I don't think they would try to get him with
They don't know
stuff
that.
like, plus, they not trying to put, even if all of this money was going towards atrocities in Palestine, like, you think the U.S. government is going to punish them for that when we're literally funding Israel?
No, but I think they'll put a black man on the face and punish him and act like we're punishing Israel. Or we're messing up their because you gotta understand, when you operate in the crime sector of that kind of like intelligence to organized crime pipeline, like, you're at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, he may not even really know anybody like that, but he pay money to somebody who do that. So that's where I'm saying, where it's like Gilbert could have really put himself and his family at jeopardy, depending on
He did.
what.
Could have. He did.
You're right. He did. He put his
already
family
did
in
it.
jail. You really didn't messed up. Like, this is going to get bad. I really believe so. And then he's not the only one who's been getting in trouble. Marquise Morris, he's a former NBA player too. This man been out here throwing around dirty checks. Checks just bouncing left and right.
Why? What
200K checks. 150K checks.
How did he get caught? What's going on?
They bounced.
What are what are the checks for?
Oh,
What is he?
So apparently he went on Threads earlier and kind of tried to like shoot himself some bail. And he said some of the weirdest shit ever. But he was gambling, and was paying off his debts, and the checks bounced. So instead of what he said, I thought we was going to handle this like the mob, they called the police on him. He tried to really save himself and say that he had the money, but Marcus, I don't believe you. You ain't got the money, big dog. You ain't never had one of them kind of contracts in the NBA. You had one of them joints where you had to get the loan from the bank or the loan man, and then
I ain't never heard your name before.
You paid it back at like a 13% interest.
That's predatory.
That's one of them deals you got, big dog. But besides him, Shannon Sharpe also just got fired from the ESPN.
Paid that white woman a bunch of millions of dollars, and you lost your job. Now what?
Sick, Shannon. I know you got to feel disgusted in your stomach. And I still believe my theory that Colin has something to do with this.
Colin
Cowherd, the guy who owned the volume, who Shannon was with. I still feel like he has something to do with this in my heart of hearts.
Somebody had something to do with it.
But
it was Busby.
With everybody kind of going through what they're going through, Gilbert Arenas, and then you have like Joy Taylor from, she just got fired from Fox, Manuel Ocho. The question kind of now comes, like, who can be that next voice in sports media, and like who's going to take that crown? Because Shannon's numbers have been falling. I want y'all to understand, I am not hating when I say this. You can go to it. The last time he's hit 1 million was when he interviewed your boy, the comedian that you like, the bald head comedian, Ali Sadiq or whatever.
Ali Sadiq.
Yeah, Ali Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Yeah, that's the last time Shannon has done 1 million on Club Shay Shay, which was almost insanity. No, that was months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a few months since he's hit 1 million on show. I think it's maybe a clip from that same interview did, but after that, they've been steadily declining. If you look at his numbers.
Let me look at who he's been interviewing too, because I wonder if it has to do with the guests he's been having on.
Some of them they weren't that many comedians involved in it and stuff when I was looking at it. But it wasn't even before that though. He was talking to people and was doing 2 million, and these folks was, you could say, running the mill. But he had that audience, and I think the fact that everything that's been going on is starting to catch up to him now.
His last full episode was Flo J. Ain't nobody.
That's hate.
Listen,
that's real hate. But I want to go into who I think.
And then what? I don't even know who TK Kirkland is.
He's a comedian. He's trash.
And then David Banner. But yeah, all of these, he hasn't even.
It's not cracking 1 million.
Not even close.
So that's what I'm saying. It is up for grabs right now. And I think, I honestly believe we have.
Oh no, he did 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz hit him 1 million.
It did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was his last 1 million viewed episode, and that was 2 months ago.
So
that's still a while ago.
That's still some time.
And you would think that Club Shay Shay, each full episode would hit at least 1.5 million.
Or if not, at least be in the 900K realm.
Yeah, but he's around like the 600K realm.
To me, again, I know for us, you look at us and like, oh, y'all can't talk. We just talking about in the grand scheme of what he was producing, and that significant of a drop says something.
Yeah. Why do you think it's such a drop? Because I don't think black men give a damn that he was fucking on this big butt white girl. Like,
well, see,
and I think men are probably his biggest audience, right?
I would say men are, but when it comes to the Club Shay Shay interview, I think he was getting a large swath of people in regards to that. And a lot of those people like Shannon. Like Shannon has a lot of conservative sensibilities that make white people feel comfortable. And so
I don't never want to make white people feel comfortable.
Oh, for sure, 100%. But that's just he was raised in that kind of environment. So I can see where people were maybe enjoying him and enjoying the people he was talking to a lot. And once you have that, this situation come out, the text messages come out, it looks bad. But I think we have someone who I've said earlier wants his place and wants it really bad.
Who?
Cam Newton. Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
Lord.
There will
God.
be no playing with my
Listen
name,
to this.
with my career. This is all entertainment here.
Man, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man. You had on a jersey with a bow tie, you corny ass nigga. You will never be able to with Jalen Hurts, nigga. You super goofy, corny ass nigga.
I know why you in your feelings, Gillie. Was it the album comment? Can you name me one Gillie Da Kid album? Did you know his album
If
was
you're not from Philly, I don't know.
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gillie, we stab and we twist. Wise words was told to me, they say, when you go low, I go to hell. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. When I'm looking at your rap career, Gillie did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Dang. Former member of major figure rap group late 90s and early 2000s. You ain't never been great at nothing. The only great thing that Gillie does, he's a great mascot. Big hat, dancing around, yeah, getting them going. Mascot, very questionable career. We can't relate on a lot of things, Gillie. And if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game will be really at question. Because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow that is. I respect it, and I also respect Gillie. But, respectfully, brother, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. Please understand, when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were. They said, who, Gillie? Who is that? Man, you know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat. Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You can't beat me in nothing. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers, that's tennis, that's golf. All I'm asking for is respect. But just be mindful how you use and you talk about me. But I'm rooting for you. I'm gonna subscribe to $1 million worth of game. I will be looking for your repeated response. And this is my challenge to you. Try to refrain from using the N-word in every sentence. Use your nouns and your verbs and adjectives, brother. Not just every word being a curse word.
Corny ass nigga.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
I think Gillie cuss good a little bit, though.
Cuss good is sick. All I'm saying is it's hard to compete with a nigga who won a Heisman and an NFL MVP and look you dead in your eyes and say, we can't relate. Like a nigga, that's
he
for
ate
real.
Him up. He really ate him up. I just,
y'all got to put respect on him.
if Cam is to be on ESPN, I need ESPN to require him and his wardrobe to be reviewed before he steps foot on camera, because I'd be nauseous.
Oh no, he gonna be saying, no, y'all let that nasty man Shannon up here. I'm gonna come up here any way I want to.
Like with the feathers, and he really do be wearing jerseys and bow ties with like tight capri pants and Chelsea boots.
He be in his bag.
He literally
That man almost 40 years old and texts like a child. Like his font is insane.
He texts like a child in 2008.
Yeah. No, 4. When you was on
Yeah,
iMessenger.
yeah. He texts like a teenager in 2004. Like he on a sidekick.
Going crazy, thumbs just rattled. Hold on, I got another clip for him to go on. This was also funny. This is with him going at Ryan Clark.
Really? There's
that we want to attack the messenger, Ryan Clark. Okay, let's pull up your stats. Second team All SEC, we cannot relate. Undrafted in 2002, we cannot relate. Then you have one Pro Bowl in 2011, we cannot relate. So if you want to unlock Petty Cam, and everything that Cam Newton has ever said on this 4th and 1 show has always been backed by merit and logic, but some way, shape, form, people keep attacking Cam the person, or why he didn't jump on the fumble, why he didn't do this, or comparing and contrasting. So when I compare and contrast you guys' statistics and Dan Orlovsky, never mind. But as we keep going and we keep unlocking and keep poking the bear, and y'all want to play this game, let's talk.
That's what I'm trying to tell you about this man Cam.
I hate when egotistical men are actually talented.
But see, like, the crazy thing about him too is he kind of a little bit. He's kind of like Teflon a little bit, in a way. And the reason why I say this is like how he handled Shawty when she came on. Remember the Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, and just how he, even with Charleston White and everyone, the crazy interviews he's had. You can't really say too much because you say, "Oh, you got all these kids. All my kids live with me." Like, he got the counter for anything you can kind of pull. Oh, you didn't finish off your career. Cool. I'm one of 7 men who won a Heisman and MVP. Like, you can't. I led my team 15-1 seat. Like, you can't knock him in a way that you traditionally could other people. So that's what I say. I'm giving it to you, Cam.
That's why all you could do is really talk about how he hates his baby mom and he can't dress.
That's all. After that, he winning.
Yeah.
Because he going to come off with them jokes. And I know there's so many niggas I know who can't wait to use that. Oh, I can't relate. Like, that's going to be the new thing. That might be the new thing.
That's
thing for the rest of the year.
Can't relate.
Nah, not the way he was just putting it out there. Yeah, so as right now, I don't know anybody else who's primed for the spot to take this number 1 spot. But if it's anybody, if it's going to be my pick.
What about the Persian man?
Well, see, he's on the more journalistic analysis side.
Okay.
He's not a former player.
Okay.
You're talking about Nick Wright. He's not a former player.
That's what I call Nick Wright.
To me, I feel like, yeah, he's primed to be the next top sports journalist. And if Fox is doing what they're supposed to do, they actually just extended his show to now being a 3-hour show. If they keep playing their cards right with him, I think that his brand can grow to the moon. But when it comes to just being a professional athlete and a content creator, because the Cam Newton just doesn't just talk sports. He talks with whoever, whatever. So
yeah, he does pop culture well too.
So I think that's where his next stage is going to be at, is going to be being one of the top ones. As long as, again, he's done it for most of his career, kept himself out of the easy, avoidable trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Sky's the limit right now.
Who else do you think would be on that list, like 2 other people that you think potentially could work their way up to taking Shannon's spot on ESPN?
The reason why I think it's kind of tough is because the charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people were like, Shannon, like I said, he had the good boy mentality in regards to that. Gilbert, he had been doing it for so long. He had the Joe Budden approach where I've just been at it for so long. The fan base just rocks with me. So it was really tough because basketball players, I don't really see them can have the same impact because football players feel real comfortable talking about basketball, but it's rare in reverse. And actually, that was something Gilbert was trying to do, was actually bring football up into his show more often. So that's where it kind of gets a little murky for basketball players. I think it just right now, I can't see anybody else for the position but Cam Newton right now, though. I just think he's prime and ready for that number 1 spot.
Let me ask you a question about what you just said about basketball players. Do Shaq and like Charles Barkley and stuff not talk about football when aren't they on ESPN?
No, they're on TNT. They're going to be on ESPN, but that's just for the same kind of show they were doing. But no, you rarely would hear them. You might hear Charles on his podcast talk about other sports here and there, but rarely do they ever kind of get in depth in sports outside of their own expertise.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's kind of like been a thing. Shannon was the one who really kind of broke that barrier. When him and Skip were talking about basketball and football, he was kind of the first, not want to say first, but he was kind of one of the most influential ones when it came to, hey, just because I play football, I can discuss and talk other sports at a high level. So, and I think Cam Newton can do that too. I think it's more than obvious. But we can stay into the realm a little bit more of this because I think it was an interesting conversation that happened with Candace Parker. And she's doing a new podcast called Post Moves. It's with Leah Boston. And Leah Boston is the teammate of Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. They play in Indiana together. So they just dropped their podcast, which got a lot of people. Their trailer that they dropped got a lot of people talking. So I want to play that so that we can break that down because she had some stuff to say about Angel Reese in a prior, I guess, interview you can call it. And it really ruffled a few feathers.
I in no way, shape, or form am a hater. What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those that I just listed?
Guess we'll wait for their response.
I won't say all-star games because the game, I'm going to be honest with you, Leah, it was awful. But
what do you mean?
The actual game? Are you kidding me? What made you take Caitlin Clark's drink?
You just never, that's just who I am. I'm like, okay, you know what? You're going to be on camera. Let me just slide this out the view so we don't have to worry about it. No one has to see it.
And Angel Reese was not happy about that. She ended up tweeting that clout is a hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point.
Yeah.
See, this is where I kind of...
But also, she's just trying to make content, right?
She's talking about... But this is where I kind of just have this issue when it comes to Angel Reese. To try to say someone's getting clout off your name when the first episode of your podcast, you had Caitlin Clark in your thumbnail talking about you're spilling the tea on Caitlin Clark. Like, you did the same thing.
But that's her own tea to spill.
Shit, but she's talking about the clout part. That's not what she's talking about in revealing no tea or whatever. She's saying clout. You using Caitlin for clout. Just like you can say, quote unquote, Candace Parker used you for clout. But I don't even agree with that.
I think it's a little bit different if you using somebody for clout, but you are in that situation with somebody. Like if we beefing and then I post a video trying to get clicks, trying to explain the beef, then I was part of that. That's part of my story to tell too. So it is clout chasing, but also at the same time, she's in it.
Yeah, but you can't say someone else's clout chasing when you acted in the same behavior.
Is the other girl in it?
What do you mean she in it? Candace Parker was just responding to
she's a retired player, right?
Okay, so yeah, Candace Parker. Are you familiar with who she is?
No.
Okay, so
I know she used to play basketball. She's a retired WNBA player.
I'm actually kind of glad you don't know who she is. I'm gonna explain actually who she is. So I just want to say I grew up one of the best times in the world because I got to be a true gooner for Candace Parker and not feel like I was gross because she was too young or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I was younger. I'm younger than her. She was probably one of the most prettiest basketball playing women for 10 years till Skylar Diggins came.
Yeah. That's who I know as the girl.
Candace Parker was like Wonder Woman with a basketball. She was a big woman, but she was built and shapely in all the right places. I hated Sheldon Williams and his big lipped ass.
That's her man?
That was her old man. She's gay now. He turned her out. So
let me see what Sheldon Williams looked like.
Oh, he looked like a big fish. He looked like his face looked like big fish lips.
I actually knew.
What, Sheldon?
Sheldon that had big fish lips too.
Sheldon Williams, big fish lips.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. Hopefully
he didn't go to high school
listening.
with you. That's nice.
Yo.
Yeah, right?
What?
Monster.
How did you not mention this monstrosity of a forehead that he got? This nigga got a billboard. That's so much ad space. This is crazy. And his eyes are tiny. Oh my.
He used to play for the Hawks.
Bro, his face is terrible.
Yeah, it's sad.
He looks like a cartoon character. He looks like they shrunk all of his facial features to the middle of his face and left mad head.
I can tell she was gay then, and she only dated him because it felt right. He went to Duke. He was they top big man. He's probably one of the few guys that's tall enough.
Look at this picture of them. They both got big ass suits on.
Yeah. Looking like they're trying to outstud each other.
She was a big lesbian.
No, they were trying to outstud each other.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
She had a strap on secretly in that suit.
They had kids though. Shout out to her. She tried. Hey, Candace, you tried your little best. She tried to be a straight woman.
She's a very pretty lady.
Again, that's why I say I was fortunate enough. I got to watch LeBron James and Candace Parker play.
Yeah, this is a 6 head. That man's forehead is...
And it's egregious, right? But I need to call out Angel Reese. And this is something I see a lot of black women do. Is I'm gonna do a certain behavior, and then when somebody do it to me, it's a problem now. My mama do it, you do it, every black woman I know do it.
People do that.
Let me put it on.
People are hypocritical. Don't be putting it on black women.
Let me put it on black women.
No, because you hate black women.
I'm calling it out on black women right here today.
Because he hates black women.
No, it's not.
That's exactly what it is.
No, I'm just tired of this. Like, accept that you are trying to be one of the most influential female figures of the 21st century. It's going to come with people talking about you, Angel. I'm sorry.
Don't yell at her.
No, I'm sorry. Go out there and get some me bounds. Get out there and keep getting buckets and play hard.
What are me bounds?
When she misses the shot and gets her own rebound. No, I'm just sick of it, man.
This
is a part of being
hustling
great.
To me.
No, not when you miss it. This, I'm just sick of that, man. Like I want people to understand that when it comes to being great, the sucky part is you always have to be great every time. That's the worst thing about being great, is that every time it's expected upon you, you should do that. And shying away from it only shows how weak you are. And I want to show that with what Candace, the realest one, was trying to explain to Miss Aaliyah. So,
y'all cannot come out there with those shirts of pay us what you owe us and then do that in the All-Star game.
No. Here's the thing. We come out every single night and we show why we deserve the money we deserve. An All-Star game where when we have another game in 2 days.
People pay for the All-Star game.
I think that is okay to just go out there and hoop and have some fun. Because on Tuesday, we were back at it and we were playing and we were showing once again why we deserve to get paid.
I think on one of the biggest stages with people tuned in an all-star setting that was invested in more than any other all-star game previously, without Caitlin Clark, right? She was not playing. I think it was an opportunity to really go out there, and it was an added opportunity. It's not going to subtract anything, but I think the narrative on Monday would have been, well, how come the guys don't play in the All-Star game? How come these ladies come out there and they hoop and they understand their responsibility? Like, I just think that it would have really maximized the moment of wearing the shirt along with giving the product. Because I tried to watch the All-Star game, I'll be honest. But after one slow Euro step and people pulling up for I was like, I can't. I'm a fan of the WNBA and I can't watch this. So I just think that, no, you all didn't have to. But I think it was an opportunity that you could have built on, like, more momentum, if that makes sense.
If more money was put into this All-Star game, and then, like she said, she's a fan of the WNBA and she couldn't even watch it, people who aren't fans are definitely not going to tune in. Next year, they're going to put less money into it. Yeah. Y'all are literally asking for more money, but then the thing that y'all have to do to get more money is perform so that people want to watch y'all.
Yeah, and then you also, she spoke about this too actually on the episode. Y'all don't have the safety net of playing above the rim like the men do. So yeah, if they're not playing defense and they're playing sloppy ball, guys are still dunking and doing crazy stuff on the court that can kind of make up for that. And you just kind of understand that your lot in this particular position as a professional athlete is not just for yourself in this moment, but for the women in the future. And you're still building a product to a place that you want it to be at. And the fact that it's not there should be in part drive you to want to continue to show a high level anytime that you provide a WNBA product. So then it just hearing her kind of excuse was just typical like young people stuff though.
Yeah, I was kind of like, that was a lame excuse.
Yeah, it was bull, because like I said, people pay. Y'all didn't let people come in there for free. Yeah.
Plus, y'all were turning up with passion, so play the game with passion.
That's all we ask. That's all they ask. Because don't give them something easy, basically. That's what Candace was saying.
I'm not asking nothing. I'm still not watching them games. I'm sorry.
And Candace is a stunning lady.
She is.
That's stunning lady. All right. Don't do that.
I thought there was something that was going to follow that. You just wanted to fucking...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stunning lady. That's all.
I'm going to start giving men compliments.
Then we won't be able to enjoy their content anymore because they'll be gone.
Oh, well.
All right. Okay, man. Look here, man. I understand we have this as black people. We got this like miscommunication when it comes to like our relationship with science, and every time we hear of a black engineer or a black scientist doing something, we think, oh, the white man gonna get him.
Mm-hmm.
The white man gonna get him.
I saw this a couple months ago, this story.
This happens all the time.
So there's this black engineer. I guess is
Julian Brown.
Yeah, Julian Brown, and he's
in Atlanta.
He turned plastic into gasoline, and I saw this a couple months ago on TikTok, and all of the comments were like, "Keep this brother safe," you know, like they gonna get you.
He's fake his eyes are playing. The master don't want him to know.
Yeah. So then we came across a story saying that Julian had been missing.
Yeah, actually, there's a video I got right here too, so I'll play the video.
But there is some very, very odd stuff going on. I'm certainly under attack right now in many different ways, and I just want everybody to know to just kind of have your eyes open. And I have my eyes open, but there's a lot going on. So I'm still working. I'm still building. Nothing's gonna stop that. But I'm just telling you guys right now.
Okay, I need y'all to be able to understand when y'all are listening to a crazy nigga talk.
He is. So then it came out that he was missing for a little bit, and then
his mama then came out and said, "Nigga ain't missing.
He's right here."
Y'all over here listening to a nigga huffing up plastic smoke all day in the fucking backyard. And then nigga done started fires in the backyard and burnt himself and shit. This nigga is not Dexter's Laboratory.
Also,
this is nigga in the woods.
If you look into it just a little bit, like if you go click past his video and then just look into the process of turning plastic into gasoline, this is not something that Julian came up with. This wasn't some groundbreaking process that he came up with on his own. This is something that has existed for a very long time. And this is a process that we have not put into play, right? Because it will damage the environment more than it helps the environment. Like taking plastics and turning them into gasoline, the process of which you need to take a plastic and turn it into gasoline. Plastics are all made differently. There's different chemicals in plastics, right? And then if you burn that plastic to make it gasoline, it releases fumes into the air. It's horrible for the environment. The carbon footprint is enormous. So it's not something that's viable at all. And he didn't come up with this. So why would people be after him? Why would the IRS be after a black man who's doing something that he didn't invent that's not going to impact anybody negatively or positively?
If somebody was going to be after him, be like OPEC or something. So
Big Oil.
Consciously, Imani, all of you folks on Black Twitter, stop being stupid.
Are y'all not doing research? Like consciously really like made a video like, oh, he's missing and blah, blah, blah. Like, please.
I expect that from Imani, but not consciously.
Y'all have a responsibility to do your due diligence when you are operating under the guise of like someone who informs our community. You need to inform them with the correct information.
But see, these the same niggas that fell for Dr. Sebi. So I mean, and again, you put doctor, you say some rogue shit, and you that nigga in the black community.
I fell for Dr. Sebi.
I know. Y'all all did.
I did.
Nigga talking about he could cure herpes. Oh, okay.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Did not believe that.
Man, my niece brought home one of them Dr. Sebi and niggas, bro. I was about to lose it, yo. It took me, I'll tell you. I was sitting there so upset with this man. And I had to keep it all inside because I don't have the rapport with my family to be able to say things like that without them feeling like I'm being disingenuous or hateful. I don't know why. I'm a really good guy. But they just, you know what I'm saying? They don't. But I was listening to this man.
It's your tone.
And I went. And I think I don't know if I told her dad or not, but I went and said, that's probably the stupidest motherfucker ever. Real shit. Like, look them dead. That's what you know. Stupidest nigga ever.
That man is stupid. You think a lot of people are stupid, though.
But like, why would you on the first link up with another man say, "Hey, bro, I got the cure for herpes"? Why would you tell me that?
He told you that?
Yes. And she was looking at him like it was the real deal. I'm sitting there like, poor girl.
Why did he think you needed the cure for herpes?
I don't know why that even came up.
Was you looking a little herpes-ish?
Herpes. No, he was just coming down. He was just talking. He just started rapping off about his medicines. And I think that's the one that they try to brag about the most. When it's like, no, nigga, the outbreak just went away. Like, you didn't cure it.
Dr. Sebi got me when he was talking about the mucuses. All the mucus.
Do you know if mucus wasn't in your body, you would die? But Dr. Sebi's principle says you got to get rid of all the mucus in your body. You can't turn your body alkaline. Like what the shit that he was just saying was just impossible.
Listen, there are people who are still literally right now living an alkaline lifestyle because of Dr. Sebi.
And you're not doing what you think you're doing. That's the thing.
But also, I think Dr. Sebi worked because Black people, African American people specifically, do not trust doctors. They don't trust Big Pharma. They think that everything is a conspiracy, rightfully so, because there's a huge like gap in disparage in the healthcare system and the way they take care of us versus the way they take care of white people. So somebody like Dr. Sebi we're very susceptible to.
Oh, for sure. That's what I said. The nigga with the water who was turning the condensation into water. Like, oh, why would we never do it? Because it's expensive, nigga. You would have to pay $12, $13 for a bottle of water if we got water like that. That's why.
It took 17 hours to get this one bottle of water.
And we killed like so many trees. Like
the condensation needs to stay in the air.
It's insanity, yo. It's insanity.
There for a reason.
All right, we got to get into some more horrible black news. Dr. Umar has been exposed. So, if you're not familiar with JT, the pocket watcher, he is what his name says. He goes out and he finds all of the scams. He's like the CoffeeZilla of the black community.
Is he black?
No, yeah, JT is.
Okay.
CoffeeZilla isn't, but he basically goes out and anytime someone's scamming, asking for donations, trying to give some plan on how to get money, he exposes it. Yeah, he goes into it. He even exposed. You remember the dude who owned BET?
Yeah.
I forgot his name right now.
Don't remember him either.
I think it's like Robert or something. But he exposed him and how he got his money because he snitched on somebody with the government, and then when he snitched on a dude, he got to keep all his money. So that's how he was able to get on. That's how he got on. But no, he was talking about how Umar, he went through the last 4 years of his write-offs, and he had 2 or 3 years where he reported not receiving any donations. So the man who, for every day for years, donations.
Gifts. Donations.
Gifts. So the man who was doing all of that apparently didn't get donations for like 2 years, 0. But he had his expenses, right? He only spent like $70,000 1 year. Every other year during those all them taxes, he said 0 expenses.
How you only spent $70,000 and you trying to build a whole ass school? And then when he was on Don't Call Me White Girl, hilarious episode. I think of Dr. Umar more of as a comedian than what does he think?
Activist.
Yeah, he's not an activist. He's a comedian.
He's an action. That's all he is.
He's more like a Mr. T type of character to me.
He's not an activist. He's an actor.
Yeah.
Crisis actor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this, man. I was fooled.
He was saying on Don't Call Me White Girl that he got audited by the IRS.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's lying.
And he was
allegedly.
like, why they come after me after I'm trying to build a school and blah, blah, blah. And these guys are doing scams. And he was doing scams too. That's why the IRS came after your ass.
You are a thief, Umar. And I'm just going to have to say this. For a large portion of like last few years, I was defending you because I honestly believed in the difficulties it was to start that school. But when I saw your ass up there with Drewski showing your black ass, I knew this nigga's a fraud.
Why was it Drewski specifically? Because he does a lot.
A lot of those times, I'd imagine he was, hey, I'm trying to do this to get money, but to get that money and funnel it into the movement. And with what was going on in the skit and just how he was just really diving into the caricature of himself in that moment, it showed me what this was about. And it was about furthering his own endeavors and under the guise that, oh, I'm trying to, build this school for young men and I'm trying to do this selfless endeavor. And it's full of trash, bro. And Umar, you suck, bro. You really do, bro. You a bad example. You do a lot of the jazz, you talk a lot of the good shit, but at the end of the day, there's no substance and it's just about you. And because of that, it's hard for young black men to actually see a real reason to be against oppression. Because why? What's there to gather? What is there to gain from it? It's just going to be another Umar who's going to snake them out, who's going to take their money and use their hope as fuel for their pockets to continue to grow. Like, Umar, you fucking trash. And at this moment, if I haven't done it on this show yet, I'm going to do it today. I am denouncing you, and I'm saying that you deserve 1,000,000 lashes for your acts and your thievery of the black community.
Ooh. Period. Oh, yeah, you should have had the guns loaded up for that. I have never taken Dr. Umar or anything that he says seriously. The way he presents to me has always seemed like a caricature, and it seems like he's been leaning more into just being a media personality and being that character than actually being an activist and getting results. Like, what has Dr. Umar actually done? Can we say?
He bought that school that he probably just using as a whorehouse. So Madea can come up in there, be your little throat goat, and then you can cry about Mark Lamont Hill fucking on your baby mama. That's probably what he doing in the school.
How
you missed all that? Oh, dang, okay. So Danny did a video because he got a clip, and this lady, so listen, it's a lady who Dr. Umar calls throat goat and Madea because of the way that she looked, who said that her and Umar had relations, and they, he would confide in her. And
this blonde lady, I saw a video.
she's like silver hair lady.
Yeah.
And she said that Umar,
she looked like a throat goat,
did not want to go on to the Joe Budden podcast because Mark Lamont Hill was there, and Mark Lamont Hill had prior relations with one of his baby mamas. Now, Mark has denied it. He did deny it in spaces with us, but that's what he said, and that's what was said. So Umar, you trash.
Mark has been married for how long now?
Not too long.
Okay.
Definitely not long enough where him and Umar, they both from Philly, so they could have ran in the same circles and
I believe that.
Been Eskimo brothers.
I believe that. That could have happened.
So no, I was just really disgusted about that, man. All right, so I don't know if y'all seen the Sydney Sweeney, this is what, American Eagle?
Yeah.
Ad that came out. It ruffled up a lot of feathers. I'm gonna play a little bit of it.
You don't have to, because it's just her walking around and then the ad saying Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
But
that's it.
I thought, they was going into, it was a little bit more than that though. It was kind of, I think it's important because of the kind of where I'm gonna lead this conversation to. So I do want to play a little bit of that so that people just have an idea of what we're talking about. Plus, you always get those play the video.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Okay, so we're going to get into just a little bit, but I want to add a little bit of like history to it or whatever, just kind of get a little context, because this isn't the first time someone has done a gene ad like this. So this is Brooke Shields, 14 years old, mind you, Brooke Shields, in 1980 for a Calvin Klein.
Life lies hidden in a genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. Occasionally, certain conditions produce a structural change in the gene, which will bring about the process of evolution. This may occur in one or more of the following ways. Firstly, by selective mating, in which a single gene type proves superior in transmitting its genes to future generations. Secondly, by gene drift, in which certain genes may fade away while other genes persist. And finally, by natural selection, which filters out those genes better equipped than others to endure in the environment. This may result in the origin of an entirely new species. Which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Calvin Klein jeans.
That was way more intense than the Sydney Sweeney.
But it was 80s though, so there was a lot different to get away. So
Brooke Shields went through it.
Oh yeah, poor girl.
Yeah.
So what a lot of people kind of obviously called out was this was like essentially a Nazi dog whistle.
Eugenics.
Because you're essentially saying good genes for a white woman who has blonde hair, blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what people don't understand is when you say good genes, you automatically imply that there are bad genes.
Mm-hmm.
And this reminded me, like seeing a lot of people react to this, reminded me when I took like media literacy class in college. There was this white boy, and he was like one of those frat white boys, you know, wore the high shorts and stuff like that, had the little moccasin shoes and stuff like that with the polo. He was one of those white boys. And every time we discussed breaking down like ads and commercials, his brain couldn't fundamentally understand that these actions were not something that were naturally occurring from people that we were demonstrating, but they were curated from individuals who wanted to direct a message to the people who were watching. And it kind of just hit me like dead into the face when I'm listening to all these conservatives and a lot of just white people in general. And white people are media illiterate. Like, no, dead ass. Like, they do not understand media and how to actually process and read it, because in their mind, the ideas and principles that they see are the only thing is reflected. Like, a perfect example of this.
I was going to ask you, do you think they don't want to be? They don't have to be.
That's the thing. They don't have to be. And so because of that, their brains are able to just go scatterbrain. Like, I'll just tell you the story that someone just told me, right? So it was a black family member of mine, and they was working with someone. And the person told them, like, you know, we're working a particular kind of way. And my family member was like, yo, y'all doing a real good job. Like, what are you doing to work like this? The white woman tells my black family member, I'm just the Rosa Parks of this bus. Everybody else is the one getting all the work done. A white woman described herself as Rosa Parks.
And then insinuated that
she just sitting there doing nothing.
That Rosa Parks was just sitting there doing nothing.
While everybody else was doing stuff.
That's insane.
Insanity. Another example, Charlie Kirk is about to be the subject of South Park in the next week. They literally put Cartman as Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk changes his profile to match Cartman.
Does he think that this is like a cool, like, oh, I don't care about what you guys are about to do?
No.
Or he thinks that he's about to be the subject of something that he's going to be proud of on South Park?
He literally said, I can't wait to watch it.
They about to flame your ass.
This is a thing, though. This is a common thing amongst, like, especially the conservative people and, like, conservative white people, but white people in general. They don't understand that Cartman is the bad guy on South Park. They think
he's an asshole.
They think because they allow him to show imagery of him being a asshole, that for some reason that means he wins or he's the one coming out on top. There's only few times that Cartman actually comes out on top. For the most part, Cartman generally always loses. He always gets shown the error of his ways, but he just refuses to change.
He's stubborn because he's stupid.
Yeah, literally, Charlie Kirk is comparing himself to someone they also dressed up like Hitler on the show. Like, they are so illiterate when it comes to media, and I just think understanding anything outside of their own worldview, because that's all that gets funneled to them. And then once you start to bring in real information, that's when you start getting the stutters and the uhs and the, well, your culture is, all that kind of dog whistle shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's evident, man. Peckerwoods just can't understand what's going on when in front of y'all.
They were also upset or trying to call out Ralph Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
So Ralph Lauren did a campaign around the same time as American Eagle did this campaign, and it's in Martha's Vineyard, Oak Bluffs. So Martha's Vineyard has like a black area called Oak Bluffs, and it's like black people of means generally go vacation there. And they were trying to say, well, this is kind of the same thing as the American Eagle ad, and no, it's not.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's literally not. Celebrating just one part of Black culture is not eugenics.
But see, the thing is, they're not celebrating it. They're presenting it as superior. And that's the issue, that as somebody who has come from those kind of situations and stuff like that, who actually was raised around that is the critique. It's not that it shouldn't exist. It's that you position it like it's better.
That's not what these people are arguing. I'm talking about the white people.
Oh, the white people? Okay.
Yes. They're trying to say that the American Eagle ad is the same thing as the Polo Ralph Lauren ad. And why would you be proud of this and upset at this when it equates to the same thing?
Are they even talking about jeans though? Like, are they even having?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, again,
it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same thing at all. We can have a completely different conversation about why Ralph Lauren decided to put these types of Black people on a pedestal versus other types of Black people, which aesthetically, I get why they would do that and not choose another little subculture of Black people. Like, I completely understand that. And it's not, I don't think they're putting them on a pedestal or saying that this is better. It's just Ralph Lauren has had a history of being American, first of all, an American designer, very preppy, very clean, very this and that. And Oak Bluffs, the whole like Martha's Vineyard thing would make sense for them to do a campaign that looks like that.
No, I mean, yeah, it's not the same in regards to
because it falls within that lifestyle and that aesthetic. Like, it makes sense.
It's not a eugenics conversation, and
It's not.
And I don't think the white people that are saying that are equipped enough to be able to understand the actual, like you said, the real critique in that. Because
no, they're just being disingenuous.
Because it's not even about the Black people in the Ralph Lauren, more so that the Ralph Lauren being on the people makes them civilized. That's really what it communicates. Like the fact that I'm a Black person. Is that the
conversation that people are having about this?
No, I mean
this ad?
I mean, you can. I don't know if people are having it, but that's what I acquire from my experience in education and media. What they're communicating is what makes you American and what makes you clean is being dressed and formatted in these particular outfits that show that you know, obviously not docile. I mean, excuse me, that you're docile, that you're not an aggressive individual, and that you're safe. Like, it's the Carlton thing. And that's what they're kind of explaining with that. My issue is that largely, because it's its proximity to whiteness gets pointed at like, oh, that's the proper way Black people should be. And that's the issue I have with that.
That might be that. But also, I think Ralph Lauren has had the same imagery for its inception. So,
yeah, but
they're just continuing with that same imagery.
Yeah. But that's still respectability politics, though.
Yeah, the Black people in Ralph Lauren ads have always looked like that, regardless of if it was specifically an all Black ad or not. Like, when Black people are in those, they still look like that because that is the Ralph Lauren aesthetic.
I will say, though, I was upset with American Eagle, man. I grew up in Atlanta during the black boy, white boy swag. Hurt me, man.
American Eagle was a very big part of that. American Eagle, I used to go in there and rob y'all blind, so.
Yeah.
Should I say that? Should I not say that?
Statute of limitations is
I literally used to go in an American Eagle and Aeropostale, and I would come back with 12 shirts.
One other thing I too wanted to talk about with this, and then we can move on. Sydney Sweeney is such an odd, like, social, like, thought experiment in regards to, like, when you really, like, look at her, she gets pulled in both directions on the political totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her mom says the thing, she's MAGA. She goes on SNL. Now she's liberal. She does that. Like, it's a weird tug and pull because her existence in and of itself, being a woman who is like self-actualized in a way in regards to being a popular actress and whatnot, it pulls at both because she can't be an open vocal figure without feminism and what the liberal agenda has put in that position.
And isn't she like married too or engaged?
She actually just broke up with her person she was engaged with and has been fooling around with a bunch of men like Tom Brady and one of the other actors. I forgot his name.
Okay,
as an actor she did a movie with, actually. She's been alleged to have been around or dating them.
If you have big naturals, you're always going to be a polarizing figure.
Yeah, and then she has like an obtainable looking like face.
The face, yeah, kind of.
It's not like she's super, super bad, but it's like, yeah, I can do this.
It's the big naturals.
What people don't get is there is a lot of value in being accessible in regards to looking like you're accessible, looking like you're obtainable.
And I've seen people say that about her on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, that's the truth. Like women who have that attainability factor to her, like that can help you a lot, because now men feel more obliged to support you because they feel like, oh, I can get me a Sydney Sweeney because she ain't all that.
And that's crazy because y'all can't get you a Sydney Sweeney.
That's why I think that's why Taylor Swift is as popular as she is, because she has a very obtainable aesthetic.
Yeah, I've come across several of Taylor Swift.
You'll see Taylor Swift white women all the time.
It's a very regular face.
All right, let's get into Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four, we went to go see that opening night last Thursday. We took my niece and my nephew, so we had a pretty good time seeing it. I wanted to ask, what are your overall thoughts of the movie, since I'm the more entrenched Marvel fan? What was your overall thoughts on it?
It was alright. Like I enjoyed it. I didn't it wasn't like super boring, but it wasn't like the most exciting movie.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on the edge of my seat at all. Like it was fine. I was entertained, and they kept me from beginning to end, I guess. The only thing that threw me off was when, what's his name? The Rock dude?
The Thing?
Was when the Thing was clapping and it sounded like skin.
That was at the beginning though. It got better as the movie.
It got a little bit better, but I feel like he needs to sound like Rock. Period.
I think it did kind of sound a little bit like Rock. I just think you kind of heard it the wrong way, because the rest of the movie, even like when he put his finger in his mouth, it's like you could hear the chiseling.
No, that first it did not.
I could hear it, but overall I wasn't mad at it either. So to me, it's a good starting off point if like you really want to jump into Marvel and where we're at now, because it doesn't have like all the like connections and stuff like that. But there's just like certain things that if your movie does it, I'm not gonna like it. And like having a montage at the beginning of the movie, at any point in your movie, I hate montage. That's why I hate Captain America, the first movie. I hate montages.
Showing us the Fantastic Four being heroes and the types of people that they are.
But it was more telling us than it was showing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, there's a world where you can tell a story about the Fantastic Four, throw them right into the universe, and still include elements of their history and of their origin to then use to tell the story that's going on right now in the moment. And I just think they didn't do that. And I think that was their intention, was to do that. And you can kind of notice a lot of cuts. Like there was a lot of cuts in those early, especially that early part of that movie, where if you watch a lot of the trailers and stuff that came out, those scenes did not make it in. To me personally, I think the montage messed it up. The fact that his connection with the Silver Surfer didn't really hit for me. So when she did that heel turn at the end of the movie, it didn't feel like really legit.
It didn't feel legit to you. It kind of felt, I don't know. I thought I could see her motive behind doing that, because they kind of like breadcrumbed her connection with him. They didn't do it too well, though. I do agree with you for that, but like she seemed like she was doing this against her will.
They actually had one point in the movie or in the deleted scenes where either he like goes to her planet, or they have like some mental connection where he sees her memories. And I think that was actually, when I saw them talk about that, I said, yes, that's what was missing. I needed to know what
connected them.
Yes, because the first time when they met, it wasn't really any conversation. The second time really felt like the first time they were meeting because they actually talked. Then the third time, which was actually the final time, is like, well, like you was just in your room the whole time, my nigga. The whole movie, you was just in your room listening to space noise.
Well, he learned her language and stuff.
Yeah,
like
but that was all in his room though.
Yeah, the connection between them wasn't well fleshed out. I did like the Silver Surfer. She was very
I liked her. I wasn't mad at
she
her.
Said, I herald your beginning. I herald your end. I was like, period, bitch.
I herald Galactus.
Yeah. she served cunt the whole time.
But the part, and it was funny because we had asked.
It's cunt.
There was one part after we got into the movie, I asked her, like, did you feel like Sue was the leader of the Fantastic Four and not Reed. And she was like, no, I feel like that wasn't the case. Man, I went back to that movie and I seen that scene where Silver Surfer said, are you Earth's protectors? That woman gonna say, yes, we are. I felt just like Reed, looking in the moment like, what are you doing, woman?
I just felt like throughout the movie, the team looked to Reed for answers and guidance most of the time. So I felt like he was the leader.
I feel like answers
and he was
and solutions. Yes.
Yeah, and he was like summoning people to his chambers on a regular basis too.
He just did Johnny.
Like
he just called Johnny. He wasn't summoning folks.
Summoning people to his chambers.
Shawty did when she came out and they did the remember when they came off for the baby and they had to do their first press conference. She wasn't dressed like the rest of them. She was in I'm mom mode. So you could tell she is an individual, that's not really like who she was early in the golden age of those comics. She was much so a part of Reed, if you want to say.
Yeah.
So in this movie, they show multiple times that scene where she's out there talking with the baby and she tells them, I will not sacrifice my son for the world, but I will also not sacrifice the world for my son. That was leader. Like that was your leader right there. And then the fact that how they all rallied around her when she died at the end, spoiler alert, when she died at the end, honestly, I felt like everybody's performance was ass. Like, Johnny, that's your sister. You wasn't tripping enough for me. Ben, I know they didn't really touch on this in the movie, but you had an unrequited love for her. You should have been distraught. It should have been, Reed should have been like, my nigga, was that your bitch? Like, that's how he should have felt. Reed was the only one in that moment who played that good. And also, I'm tired of this idea that y'all have to portray Reed Richards as this dork who like has no riz or charisma, but he's just really super smart. That's not the original Reed Richards at all. The original Reed Richards, when they couldn't get into space, was like, nah, we about to jump into this plane. And you gonna pilot this thing, Ben, because I need to see this space dust. Like that's the shit he was on. He took them on a dangerous mission. He took them on a dangerous mission, risked all their lives, and now he's just this quirky little. Oh well, actually, Sue, I don't think we should. No, get my man some testosterone. Pedro Pascal looking up there like a bitch.
I don't think he looked like a bitch.
What he over there? Okay, why is he telling these people the truth?
He was distraught and he was riddled with guilt.
No, they are over there portraying. This is the idea that the modern feminist wants of their man. They want you to be able to answer all the questions, be the savior of the universe. But when it's time to make a decision, oh, you better quiet your mouth. Don't you say that was an ethical decision that they're thinking about sacrificing our son, even though it is.
That was also like a big qualm for me in the movie because giving up one human life for what, billions?
Yeah. Granted, he's like space Jesus at this point, but
they didn't know he was space Jesus when Galactus originally asked them for him.
Can we talk about that real quick?
He was normal.
I didn't think Galactus would not be an ally. How you gonna tell the nigga you gonna had this nigga come out to his parents before he even born? You gonna reveal? Oh, he's hiding his nature from you? That's not a gay kid trying to show his parents he's queer. That's what he said.
Yes, but he was trying to hide his godliness.
No, that man of Galactus is not an ally.
Didn't the baby glow at one point? Oh no, his eye. He brought his mama back.
Yeah, when he brought his mom back.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you,
his eyes did a thing.
You can't be outing a young kid like that. That's insane. This is not Texas. Like, you can't just be outing the kid in space like that, yo.
If my baby is godly, please let me know. Out my kid.
Oh my goodness! I'm pretty sure there was a lot of gay kids who related to that moment. Like, bro, how you just gonna snitch on me like that, young?
Well, no, nobody can relate to that because nobody can tell that a fucking 3-week-old baby is gay.
No, I'm saying though, somebody's been outed before. Like, I remember when my brother told my mom about me having a teen pregnancy going on. Like, I'm like, hey, bro, I told you that in confidence.
He should have told your mom sooner.
She didn't believe him. I was like, come on.
Why would she not believe him?
Because he's in and out of jail. Like he's a
delinquent. It was that brother. Okay,
Yeah,
it wasn't the reputable brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, yeah, you gonna listen to this jailbird over me?
Yeah.
Mom.
Should have.
But overall, when it comes to the Fantastic Four, I think probably to me it was a solid movie, B+.
2.5 stars out of 5. Like,
I'm not mad at B. I was like, it's a B+ movie for me. It wasn't horrible. The problem I have with it felt like a Marvel special more than it felt like a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it felt like something you were supposed to be watching at home.
Yeah, on Disney Plus.
That had this like really good, expensive like third act. Like that's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah, everything in the beginning was like, okay. It wasn't lackluster per se, but it did lack some luster.
Yeah. No, it didn't feel like you were telling me a story about them being in the universe. It felt like you were filling me in for the first half of the movie, and then here's a story at the end.
And then I also feel like Galactus is he's a big bad. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that was felt intensely enough in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was like a little bit of like him destroying other planets.
Oh yeah.
And like
they showed a little bit, but you didn't see it.
You didn't see him actually consuming other planets. And then I don't know. It just
we did. Remember that when they went to space? That's what he was doing when they was in space. When they went to space to visit.
When they went
to he was consuming that planet.
Yeah, it wasn't giving like
it wasn't a spectacle that you thought it was.
No. He wasn't as scary as he should have been.
And then also for everybody telling you they was upset at how you let Ant-Man beat Kang, you quite literally did the same thing in this movie.
Yeah.
Where pushing him through a portal.
Also, I randomly used to play Marvel vs. Capcom with my friends, right? Mm-hmm. And then the scale of Galactus versus you, where you have to fight him, he wasn't that big in Fantastic Four.
Well, in the video games, he had to be modeled down lower, but in the comics, he's always been portrayed as a giant figure. But
in the video, I feel like in the video game he was much bigger. So I was expecting him. I was expecting him to be bigger because of the video game, versus like what I got in the movie.
You don't think he was big in the movie?
He was big. I was expecting him to be bigger. I was expecting him to be like Eternals level.
Oh,
big.
Like where he couldn't even walk on the planet, kind of big.
Yes, yeah. Nah. I was expecting that, but
he's always historically been on the planet. So
okay.
And for the most part, though, like I said, I enjoyed the movie. But if I was going to rank it against Superman, I would say Superman not only did a better job of like quite literally dropping us off in a movie and then telling the story from there, it also just was, to me, I feel like a better embodiment of the character. Because like I said, it's cool having Reed the way they've been portraying him of lately, but I feel like without a Doom in the actual movie, it kind of takes away from his character. And because they didn't want any like potential, is he the Maker, which is evil Reed Richards in the comic books, they didn't let him do anything like questionable in this movie. Like when he told everybody what Galactus wanted, I was so pissed off. Like, why would you tell them that?
Yeah, I thought that was a weird move too.
But
like
you're making him super honest.
Everyone's gonna be upset and think that you're selfish.
What they were kind of pulling out in that original draft of it, I think they were going to have Reed be a little bit darker and have maybe do some questionable stuff. But because of what's going on with him being in Doomsday and the hero that they want to portray him as, they don't want any kind of like misunderstanding of what side of the line he's toting for the most part.
I love when they do that dark character shit. I cannot wait until the next Doctor Strange movie with him in that creepy ass third eye that he got.
I hope they don't write that out and just say they forgot about it.
Oh my God, please.
That could happen.
Please, like, give us the interesting, complicated storyline. That's harder to write.
So I do want to give a Marvel update, and I also want to give congratulations to us because we've actually been covering this story in a way that I don't think I've seen a lot of people actually cover around Marvel and how they've been the treatment of their black actors. So recently, a Marvel executive blamed Captain America's flop on Anthony Mackie, saying that fans were used to Chris Evans and that this change in Mackie's maybe lack of marketability is what hurt the film.
I am surprised that they chose Anthony Mackie. I don't like his face. So like there's that. Also, I don't agree with that. I think the movie's flop was the lack of super soldier serum in Captain America.
Or that it wasn't a Captain America story. It was a Hulk story that you put Captain America in.
It was literally about Hulk and about the Red Hulk. That was the like thing that y'all put in the trailers to get everybody to come see the movie. It wasn't even about Captain America in the first place.
And I told you they were going to do that because remember I said that the speech that he gave beforehand and all that other stuff, that they were going to try to use that as reasons of, oh, well, this is why XYZ wasn't being successful. When it's just like, bro, they don't want to really see a black man, Captain America, and y'all didn't do him no favors by with that shitty ass story y'all gave him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like quite literally the issue.
Speaking of black characters who I think instead of switching stuff up all the time, just bring out the black characters. I want to see Brother Voodoo or whatever his name is, right? I want to see, because Fantastic Four is a thing now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is what is the guy who wears the T on his face? The black
Mr. Terrific?
Mr. Terrific, the one that can't die.
No, that's he was that in X-Men. He was a character that could be immortal in X-Men.
Okay, so like Mr. Terrific and stuff like that. Like these are the people that we need to see.
Amazing Man.
Yeah, like you can leave the white characters white for all I care. I don't actually give a fuck about Captain America being black or this and that. Just give us the black characters who are in their inception black and put money behind that, because it worked with Black Panther. It was genuine and it worked, and I feel like that was amazing. Like
yeah, to me, I just had this issue with it because, again, using the black actor as a scapegoat, the way that they have treated the character of Black Panther and have not treated it with, I believe, the respect that it really deserves. And respecting is not holding it all for one person and derailing a franchise because of, you know, an unfortunate passing.
Did you see Damson say that he would play back Black Panther?
Yeah. There's actually been art that shows that from Marvel.
I would like them to continue with the story that they were telling with Black Panther. Like I really would like that. I like that he had a son in Haiti. I know I was a very big fan of that. I would have liked to see like him navigate fatherhood and stuff like that. Like I was very, very dedicated to that story, and the second Black Panther didn't give me that same feeling.
Yeah. Like I said, to me, there's a lot of black actors who deserve that role and that they should have considered that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they didn't, to me, it just shows like their mind frame and what their view of black actors and black male actors, and how, again, I hate saying this because people think I'm shitting on Chadwick, but they really put that best of him kind of like mindset on. He's the best of them.
Yeah.
And it
that's dangerous.
Yeah. But not only dangerous because of what it does to a franchise musically, from a movie perspective, but just what it just does culturally when, again, white people who aren't media literate, like it negative when you don't see powerful figures of yourself and they're always relegated to being like the second class hero or the sidekick. So it makes you feel like that's what your lot in life is. So it's just good to see imagery. And just like how you've been able to pass your imagery of Superman to white man to white man to white man, it would be good for us to have a powerful black figure who we then pass that around and get to see various different types of black men in that type of role.
Yeah. Please just give us the black superheroes. We want to see Black Panther. We want to see Storm. We want to see Mr. Terrific. I want to see Brother Voodoo.
Wake it up. All right. We can get into this Love Island and we can wrap it up. You fat bitches. Talking about that poor girl Orlandria.
That was so random. I don't know too much about the Twitter stuff that's going on. So if you want to get us into that, and then I'll get into the rest of the Love Island tea.
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. But apparently there was this girl. I did see the initial tweet, and she said,
talking about the wildebeest.
She was like, Orlandria is actually ugly as fuck, which is a lie.
Look at here, you heifer. You have no right to call that ebony queen anything other than beautiful. Just because your high yellow red ass get turned around because you got a fucking balloon buffalo ass and that's all niggas want to do is turn your little fat ass around and fuck you for 2 minutes and then go home, don't mean you can now disrespect truly beautiful queens.
Alandria is a goddess, gorgeous, face on 10, body on 100, waist disappeared. We need to put out a missing persons report or whatever for her waist, because where is it? We have no idea.
That fat bitch
crazy.
got it. That fat bitch got her waist. I'm tired. No, I'm tired. One thing growing up, I always get sick of is seeing these ugly ass, mid ass, gross ass red bitches. Now, I'm not talking about all red bitches. Like, I'm just talking about you ugly ones. You ugly red bitches who think y'all pretty for no reason other than you red. Baby girl, you look like a pig. You look like truly, you are a hippopotamus in real life.
I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to just let him get his shit off because y'all already think I hate light-skinned women.
No, this woman is a water buffalo in the highest order. Like, I can tell that is around your heart, holding you back. I can hear you breathing on spaces, and it's rough.
So what was the tweet? Do you have it?
Hold on, I want you to hear this.
She was in spaces.
Yeah, I just wanted to come say, like, yeah, this was wrong with Twitter for real, with social media and shit. Because, like, motherfuckers really sit up here and let your fat ass get famous off this dumb ass shit.
Wake it up.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with niggas? You sitting up here doing all
You
this
shut
stupid
your
ass
fat
shit.
jaw ass up.
Hey, shut your ass up.
Bitch. You fat.
This bitch got some audacity. Fattest woman in the world. Want to call another nigga fat. Want to start using fat as a slur. Baby girl, that's your name. It's fat ass. Like, it's ridiculous to me that we really have folks that live in this world that don't understand. Like, I get it. Your confidence and your securities about yourself are so minuscule that you think that because a nigga call you up at 2 a.m. to give you 3 back shots on your fat, bluffy ass, that you think you mean something to him. I hate to break it to you. You are just the unfortunate nut. Like, any man that go to you to fuck, he is doing it begrudgingly. He is doing that because you are the 3rd, 4th woman on his list. You need to understand that. I don't care needs to turn to lose some fucking weight, bitch. Like, respectfully. Sorry, that's disrespectful, yo.
It is. And Alandria is much more attractive than you by like leaps and bounds. And I think you definitely got that. Wrap that up real quick in a nice bow. So
yeah, man, it was disgusting behavior, yo. She was on Spaces for like 6 hours.
Apparently she was on Spaces for longer than that because the messy with the T page that I follow on TikTok, she said she was on Spaces for like 14 hours.
I mean, she went to other people's Spaces afterwards, and I seen her the next day in people's Spaces too. Like, I don't understand how you can even be in Spaces how big you are. It's insane. It's not enough space in the spaces. Not enough spaces in the spaces.
It's a lot of space required for your big ass bitch.
I'm telling you, come with extra arms, extra chin, extra tits, extra ass. You know she got a butt in front of her stomach. Like, I looked at all. It was disgusting. It was vile. Like, I know men have had to go through 5ths of Henny to fuck you. That's for real.
We're done cutting her ass. We're moving on to other not Love and Hip Hop, Love Island news. So, Alandria is in Greece with Nick, by the way. They having a time. They are having a time.
Gross.
I need Alandria to look through Nick's phone though while they in Greece. Because
you know what he's saying.
Cause these niggas is, you have no idea. So a couple days ago, there were rumors that Janae and Kenny from season 6 of Love Island USA had broken up. There were rumors swirling around. We had no idea why. Nobody made any statements. So obviously everybody was like, he cheated, right? We knew that they were at David Dobrik's party and they were completely fine. Literally the day before they were broken up, they were posting a bunch of videos together, eating together, acting all cute and whatnot. He's playing his part. And then the next day, there's rumors swirling around about them being broken up. So then after the rumors start swirling around, everyone realizes that like she took all of her pictures, all of their pictures off. She took him out of her bio because he was in her bio. And then Serena, Leah, and a couple other Love Island season 6 alums had unfollowed him. So rumors started swirling even more because just cheating wouldn't cause the guys to unfollow him, right? So everyone thought that maybe, unfortunately, it might have been like maybe a domestic violence situation, but it wasn't that either. So apparently Kenny was in his group chats calling Janae all types of nigga bitches, all types of nigga monkey bitches.
Was he showing feet?
He was in the racial chat showing feet. So, I have some of the.
Okay, can I say this too while you looking up that?
Yeah.
I knew Kenny didn't like black women. Like everything about Kenny told me that he liked their skinned women or white women. And to me, to see them two as going as long as they did, I was shocked.
They were together for like a year.
Yeah, I was shocked. When I had seen her on another reality show and she brought his name up, and I was like, no way. Him? That was the last person I would think would remain with his girl as long as he did.
So,
but the girl he was with got like a body on her, right?
Who?
The girl Kenny was with.
Janae?
Yeah. She got a body on her. Right
yeah,
now.
Janae is.
So I can see why he stayed around.
Janae is crazy. And then everyone was kind of like, that's his first baddie for real. Like he ain't never been with nobody that looked like that.
That's not true. That's not true.
Apparently, allegedly. So I'm still trying. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find all of these.
Again, I'm not trying to hate on her because she seems like a very attractive looking woman. That man like white women. I think it's very clear. That man is into snow bunnies. He like iron boards. He like pancakes.
From what he brought back from Casa Amor, it kind of seems like that.
He likes something that when he slap it get red. That's what he want to see. He want to see the blood boil in that little area.
I got the tweets and everything. So
expose nigga.
So all of those rumors that were swirling around about him were untrue. So Janae eventually finally posts something on her story. So she says, "Hi, my loves. Thank you for all your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Please keep that. I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. Discovering that someone you love isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. Thank you for respecting my privacy. And please know that as a child of God, I will always be okay."
Women love talking about
We
God.
should have never trusted a Dominican man from Brooklyn in the first place. And Kenny don't even give like proud black Dominican. He gives I know black eye Dominican.
Hey, man. One of my good friends is Dominican from Brooklyn.
Is he proud black Dominican or I know black Dominican?
A little bit I know black, but
fuck your friend then.
Don't talk about Danny like that.
Fuck Danny. If you are I know black eye Dominican, fuck you. Like there's no mincing my words. That's how I feel. And it don't matter who you are or how close you are to my husband. If you are of Afro Latino descent and don't recognize the Afro part, suck a dick. Period.
I think he recognizes it.
Okay. So if you do, that's my brother, Black King. If you don't, suck a dick. That's it.
Danny being a black king is hilarious.
Right? First of all, I thought Danny was Trini this whole time.
You always say a different thing.
Because
it was Guyanese and now Trini.
Guyanese and Trini people look the same. Cooley. I thought he was Cooley. I thought he was of Indian Caribbean descent. So then Kenny posts some chat GTP bullshit, breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. We're not even going to get into it because it was absolute nonsense, right? So then Janae follows up and posts another one. "Shut the fuck up, you manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. The first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off." She was like, I'm gonna take off the gloves because you was calling me all types of nigga bitches in your group chat.
What would you do if you went in my group chat and I was calling you nigga bitches?
You would have to pack your shit and go. You have 24 hours.
We couldn't talk it out?
You have 24 hours.
We couldn't talk it out?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm asking. You couldn't talk it out?
I'm sorry. You have 24 hours.
Why can't,
There's no conversation for us to have.
Can't get a nigga bitch off?
No. Not with your hue.
But I'm a nigga.
Not a nigga of your hue.
Oh, so you don't think I'm nigga enough?
Not to call me a nigga bitch.
The truth is coming out.
Like, that is actually crazy. Okay, so then there's more stuff. You know, all the girls after Janae posts her stuff, the PPG, they tag teaming. Mink. And respectfully so. Like, that's what I would do too. Leah says, put a sock in it. ChatGTP head ass. Tell the truth for once. Racist, clout, money, hungry, and scammer since day one, trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. Don't worry, our Nay is blessed and highly favored. It's been a mess since then, okay? Serena also commented on his post saying that he was a racist. He's been deleting Leah's posts on his comments because Leah has been commenting and re-commenting and telling him to stop deleting things and whatnot. Janae has a best friend. Her name is Charmaine. So Charmaine posts, she was like, my advice for women in relationships, if you have access, go through your man's phone today. Go through it.
Ooh, I got lucky. She almost caught the nigga bitches.
She said, search keywords like, I don't like black women. I thought I would get more money from this. I'm faking this relationship. Going on the show would be for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can fuck hella bitches. That's what he was saying in the group chat.
That's hard.
And that shit is so crazy because if you're a watcher of Love Island of season 6, you remember when Kenny brought back that skinny, light-skinned girl from Casa Amor and Janae was like, you know what? Go ahead. Be happy. I'm done. And then he literally was sobbing and begging for her back. Like, sobbing into Serena and Leah's arms. She wasn't even there.
No, but that's a good plan right there. Having you being overly emotional over a black woman on screen, that's good PR.
No, it is because the dark-skinned black women on Love Island are always fan favorites of some sort, you know? Like, they're always going to have some type of cult following behind them. And him coming in as, like, mid-season, towards the end of the season type, like, he needed to attach himself to someone. And he did such a good job
finessing her,
seeming like he was genuine. And I really genuinely, like, this is all salacious and whatnot, but I feel bad for her because, like, it's
probably happened before.
She seemed like she really liked this guy, and she seemed like she was, like, actually planning a future with him. And then she got the rug pulled from under her. And I know that's a fear for dark-skinned women from jump. You're usually like, I don't even know if I'm this guy's type. We have to start from that in the beginning. And then he lulled her into a sense of, like, safety. And whole time he was just talking shit about her in the group chats. And Kenny has lost like about 95,000 followers since then.
Now, he got to go red pill now.
He does. That's the only way he's gonna do that. And then, so apparently they had found out that he was a Trump supporter like a year ago. I hadn't heard about this at all because I don't know. I guess people just wanted to believe that he really liked her, but this is something like that I guess we shouldn't be surprised about. He's Dominican. He's from New York. He likes Trump. I would vote for Donald Trump. That was him. Like, that was fully him. That's so disappointing.
And then my girl, man, she disappointed me. Mia.
We're not talking about that yet.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're still on Love and Hip Hop because apparently.
Love and Hip Hop. I thought we were on Love Island.
Oh, no, Love Island. Yeah.
Mia's Love Island, though.
Mia.
Mia.
Amaya.
Amaya. Oh.
I thought you said Mia, like your god sister. I was like, what?
No, Amaya.
Yeah, so Amaya Papaya done disappointed us all. Apparently, allegedly, there were
like Facebook messages or something, right?
Yeah, like Facebook statuses.
I was
and
on
stuff.
it, man. That was one. I was on it. I was on the fat bitch, and I was on this one. When I seen Amaya, that hurt me, yo.
Yeah, so she.
That was my favorite. I like girls that cry.
She said she shared a post that says facts about skin colors, that at the bottom said that like it was like percentages of like how much, like what skin color, how much promiscuity is linked to the skin color. It was just dumb bullshit. And then there were some other
But she Hispanic, right?
Yeah, she's Dominican.
They the most colorist people, so.
Yeah, she's probably a I know black eyed Dominican.
Except my partner. Shout out to the stop sign. But yeah, man, I felt bad, man. That really hurt me when I seen her doing that.
There's people reporting her family to ICE now.
That's probably good, yeah. That's usually how this goes.
Like I just saw that.
Yeah, that's how it goes. They did that to other girl too, right?
Sierra.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Don't be foreign.
I'm trying to okay, so
I guess don't be foreign.
She shared a little like thing from Bobby Valentino's Slow Down, and she goes, LMFAO, this looks like a dark skin trying to talk to a light skinned girl, but she don't want to slow down. Like it's just this is why I be wary trying to like you light skinned girls for real, because this is the shit that y'all be thinking.
And then y'all be bloated up and then thinking y'all can still talk like that. At least she pretty talking like that, respectfully, you know. You fucking beluga whales be thinking y'all can just get shit off because you a red hippo. And it's like, no. You still got hippo rules. Real talk.
Like, just try not to be colorist at all. And then apparently Brian, the guy that she won with, he's been in New York for like a week. She lives in New York. She's back home. They haven't been spotted together. He's outside pouring liquor into bitches' mouths.
That's how you're supposed to do.
And in groups of bitches. Like, apparently they're not together anymore. But like, we knew that Brian and Amaya weren't really like, they didn't have that much chemistry. Y'all voted for them to win because y'all liked Amaya. Like, I like Amaya, but I know how Love Island works. So I wanted Shelly and Ace to win because they were the only genuine couple who actually liked each other and are still showing that. These niggas are on Ace did a live stream where only subscribers could comment on his live stream. He made over $300,000 off of that one live stream. People were sending him the little TikTok gifts every 2 seconds. All of these other dumbasses went and did podcasts. He's the only one that didn't do a podcast, made all of the money. Shelly called him while he did it, and they said, I love you. They exchanged I love yous. Apparently, they did that privately before because they said it very comfortably on the phone. And it's just, it's fucked up. This season of Love Island was it was the most watched season. It was the most watched season of people who obviously have not watched Love Island a day in their lives before, because it was the discourse online past the episodes was toxic, and it was crazy, and it was racist, it was sexist, it was all of the ists. And I hope that next season is much better. And y'all need to do better background checks on these people.
All right, I think we got everything so far. Proud of us, man. 100 episode. Reminded y'all. Also, Gilbert Arenas has tweeted.
Oh, what'd he say?
He said, I'm back on the streets. This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented my house. Wasn't a part. All right, so this nigga's lying. That is the first lie I would tell if I got out too. So
yeah.
But I do want to get that update. And Shannon Sharpe also did respond about being fired off ESPN, so y'all can check that out too.
What
his
say?
Page.
To get started, obviously, I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not.
It's like 2 minutes, so
ESPN.
So yeah, he just goes in and talks about that. So want to thank all y'all for listening. Again, 100 episodes. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of my baby. What we've been able to accomplish. So many great things are coming there in store. get ready.
Yes, we have some cool shit on the way.
Yeah, so we hoping that y'all gonna enjoy that with us and continue to grow with us. The haters, y'all can suck my dick. Tell them what they need to do.
Follow us on all of the social media at talk.fnf.tv on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of the things. If you're currently listening on one of the streaming services, please give us a download. It helps a lot. And if you're currently listening on YouTube, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Love you. Bye.
We out of here.
100.
100.
Good job, baby. Thank you, babe.